Ohio State is going to fucking ruin USC. Add in the travel? Write it down, man. Write it fucking down. Hey, what I tell you guys, man, circle it, write it down, put a star next to it. About 1,000 people watched my live stream, USC and Rutgers, and I told you guys, man, it's a home run as long as the line is reasonable. Go with Ohio State in this next game. You throw in the travel spot. It's an absolute smash spot. And I don't just talk shit, guys. I back it up. I made it a premium bet. I bet it myself. We put 1.1 units on that one, and I wanted to really take advantage of the travel benefit going to Ohio State. So I specifically did the first half. It was much more comfortable than the full game, just to kind of show you how I think with these games. But guys, speaking of cashing, man, I mean, we just cashed again, another winning day. I've won 12 of my last 15. This is just really becoming historical stuff at this point. This is maybe one of the biggest runs in college basketball betting history. I challenge you guys, use the internet, use Google search to try to find someone who's done more in terms of a college basketball run than this right here, guys. A record of 49 wins and 26 losses just over this last little run here. A 65% winning percentage, up about 37.8 units of profit. Guys, I use 2.5% of my bankroll as 1 unit. That's 40 units you have available to you. So in this last little run, I've pretty much doubled the entire bankroll of all of my clients here over this 15-day stretch of college basketball. We're on fire, and I already peeked ahead to Saturday, of course. Now we're getting into Thursday and the Friday slates. I peeked ahead. I circled some games for Saturdays. You guys know what I do on Saturdays, and we have another one, potentially the biggest Saturday yet, so definitely look forward to that. But we're going to cover Thursday, man. You guys know how I do it here on the channel. Every day, I cover every game against the spread, so hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video, guys. Absolute no-brainer there. We're going to run through these games. Yeah, I mean, add all the games, guys. If you want to know the ones I bet on, I mean, I have losers in the mix. I have winners in the mix. If you actually want to know the games I bet on, you can see it there on the screen. The link to my website right in the description of the video. You can get a week of picks, a month of picks, a year. A lot of people have been doing the year lately, and it saves you so much money. I mean, pay attention to the unit price. It's drastically different. $50 a week, $1,000 for a year. The choice is yours, but for serious bettors, it's a no-brainer. A lot of the bigger, I know a lot of people don't bet huge, but for the people who can't afford to bet, hundreds of dollars as a unit size, everybody is covering their annual package like that. So good stuff here, man. Glad to see all the texts coming in. Glad to see everybody happy, making money, doubling their bankroll, growing their bankroll, whatever. It depends how new you guys are. But every sport, every year, deep in profit. Scroll through years and years of videos here on my channel if you want a larger sample size. NBA playoffs, I'm one of the best. MLB, last summer was historic. Football, you guys saw how I ended the season. Now in basketball, man, just on smoking hot. So can't recommend it enough. Again, link to the websites in the description. Share the screen with you guys. Pull up Pickett. Let me refresh it real quick so the lines are as up to date as I can possibly get you. And here we go, man. And I'll leave this right here. I mean, just read it. Read it once, read it twice, read it 3 times. It's real. I know it looks like fiction. I know numbers like that seem impossible. I do this every single year, guys. Scroll back through the videos. Get on the text list. By the way, guys, if you're new here, the text list, I text people all the plays. If you get on there, regardless of what package you go with, everything just gets set directly to your phone. You usually wake up with a text message, man. The plays, the odds, how many units to put on each one, just copy it. There's going to be losers in the mix. Be realistic about it. But I win so much more than I lose. It's not even close. I am the #1 in the world. I don't think it's up for debate. We're going to keep on rocking. Bryant, UMass here. Actually, a really good game. I mean, like, this is actually really underrated. I will be watching this game every minute of it. I think it's going to be competitive. I'm going to take the points. UAlbany, UMBC. UAlbany, are they due for a little regression? I feel like they've overachieved a little bit. I mean, that's the area of the country where I'm actually from, upstate New York. So I am familiar with the Great Danes. I've been to multiple home games there. That exact gym is where I had a high school graduation. UMBC, man, I'm going to take them. Give me the 1.5. Samford, VMI. I'll go Samford here. Robert Morris, IUPUI, I'll take the points. North Texas, Florida Atlantic, I'll go Florida Atlantic here. I'm going to take the 1.5. Chattanooga, UNC Greensboro, I'm going to go with Chattanooga. I'll take the 2. Delaware, Charleston, I'm going to go Charleston here. I'll lay the pretty big number, 8.5. UNC Wilmington laying 3.5 against Campbell. I think the line screams Campbell. Love UNC Wilmington. That's the area I've moved to recently. And I'm going to go Campbell here. I'm going to take the 4.5, but UNC Wilmington's a great team. I don't like to go against them often. Northern Kentucky, Purdue, Fort Wayne. I got to go Northern Kentucky here. I'll take the points. Jacksonville State and Liberty, 6.5, 7.5, depending on the book here. And I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the 7.5. Kennesaw State, Florida International. I'm going to lay it here. Vermont, NGIT. God, this is a Vermont spot, isn't it? I wish it was home. I wish it was up there in Vermont, but are they going to cover this number? God, this feels like a 7-point game. I mean, I'm not just saying that. 7.5, 8.5. I got to lay it, man. I'm going to go Vermont. I'm going to lay it. North Carolina A&T, Northeastern here. Pass, I don't know. Detroit, Mercy, and Green Bay. I got to take the points with Mercy. William and Mary and Towson. I got to go Towson here. I'll lay the points. Hofstra and Stony Brook. I'm going to lean towards Stony Brook here. I'll take 6.5. Hampton and Drexel. I'll go Drexel. I'll lay the 4.5. Elon and Monmouth. I'll go Monmouth here. I'm going to take the 1.5. Lemoyne, Central Connecticut. This should be a complete blowout. I will lay the 13.5. Maine, New Hampshire. I feel like these two should just like have a competition in like campfire building or like deer hunting or something. Maine versus New Hampshire in basketball. Give me the points. Winthrop, Longwood, money line. Wagner, Long Island U. I'm going Wagner here. I'm going to take the 5, but I think the Sharks escape with a close win, just not covering 5 points. Chicago State, Mercyhurst. I'll lay it. Oakland and Milwaukee. Boy, this line, I think, speaks volumes. 5.5? I thought this almost should have been like a pick'em or like maybe a -2. I'm going to go Milwaukee. I'm going to lay the 5.5. Tricky number. I just lost my spot there. There we are. Denver, UMKC. Is 8 enough for Denver? I think so. I'm going to take the 8. South Dakota State, Oral Roberts. I'll take the 9.5 there. North Dakota versus the Tommies. Are the Tommies going to win by double digits here? They're going to win. I do not see this as even a possible upset. Are they going to cover 9.5? I don't think so. I'm going to take the 10.5. Abilene Christian, Tarleton. Boy, I am going to go with Abilene Christian here. Moorhead, Tennessee State. I am going to go with Moorhead. Always go with Moorhead. Southeast Missouri State and SIU. I do think the right team is favored here. It's basically a pick'em game, but SIU is a slight favorite. That's the way I'm going to look. Money line. Little Rock, Eastern Illinois. No idea. Western Illinois, Tennessee Tech. No idea. I mean, who are these schools? It's typical Thursday for you guys. Southern Indiana, UT Martin. Decent game here. I'm going to go ahead and take the 7.5, though. Stonehill and Fair Dick. Interesting. I'm actually going to go with one of my more juicy money line plays. I'll go Fairleigh Dickinson here, but I'm not going to lay points. I'll just go money line -145. Rutgers, Michigan. Amazing. A power conference game. Look, Rutgers playing a little bit better, but this should be a complete blowout. I don't think Rutgers is good. I think they've benefited off of, some decent shot making by Harper, but also just playing some really, really lazy and gutless teams. This is the nicest way I could put it without having my YouTube channel banned. Michigan should kill these guys. They should kill them. They should absolutely kill them. 9.5 is reasonable. I mean, take Harper and maybe 1 or 2 more guys out of the equation. And I think Michigan's offense will do just fine in this game. You could maybe look at a total to go over as well. Over 154 possibly could work. I mean, Rutgers, they don't play defense. But yeah, I like Michigan. I'm going to lay the big number. Middle Tennessee and New Mexico State. And I just can't get over the line. The line screams Middle Tennessee. I'll take the 2.5 points with the Blue Raiders. UAB and Wichita. Wichita has played amazing. I'm going UAB. I'm going to take the +2. Western Kentucky, UTEP. Give me the Hilltoppers plus 4.5. Cleveland State and Wright State, good game here. And I think Wright State is the right side. I'm going to go with them on the money line. By the way, guys, here's a little example of how odds work. If you were to choose this, you're an idiot. The same exact price for money line. If they win by 1, you would get a push versus a win here. I know that's like bottom of the barrel common sense stuff, but if somebody watching this video is brand new, just play the money line if it's at least close. I mean, if we're talking, a spread of 1 is what it is, but if we're talking games where the spread's like 2.5 or 3.5, and you can play a money line at like minus 140 or minus 150, that's the way you need to look for these short favorites this time of year specifically. UT Arlington, Grand Canyon, lay it. Weber State and Eastern Washington, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, the line says Weber, but I can't. Weber, really? Bet on Weber State? Getting 4.5, I can't do it. Give me Eastern Washington, and I'm not even familiar with them. Idaho State and Idaho. Give me Idaho, I guess. I'm not a ho, though. Well, maybe. Interesting. Southern Utah, Utah Tech, Trailblazers. Who are these fucking teams? You guys aren't seriously betting this, are you? I mean, some of these games are really, really good. Actually, most of this slate is pretty good. But, just like a couple of these, like the really, really off the grid bottom barrel schools like Utah Tech type shit, please tell me you guys aren't betting this. And if you are, you need to be in jail. San Diego, Washington State. Washington State sucks. They're horrible. But San Diego's worse. I'll lay it. Pepperdine and Portland. I think the wrong team's slight favorite, so I'll take 3.5 with Pepperdine. UC Irvine. We going to go with the Anthill? We're going to go with the Anthill to cover a big number. I think we have to. I'll lay the 17. San Diego, UC San Diego, and Northridge here. I'm going to take the points. CU, Bakersfield, Long Beach State. I will take the points there. Cal Poly, UC Santa Barbara. I will definitely lay the points there. Montana, Sacramento State. I'll go with Montana to get the job done at a reasonable number. Lay the 7.5. Montana State and Portland State. Just a bottom barrel game. I'm going to just not even give an opinion on that. Cal Baptist, Seattle. Give me the 3.5. I mean, that's a 1-possession game. St. Mary's and Loyola Marymount should be a complete blowout. Maybe St. Mary's is going to not be very mentally engaged because they know they can just cruise to a 10-point win and not worry about covering the number. But if they are playing their A game, they should cover this number of these. I'd have to look at St. Mary's. I like the St. Mary's team. I mean, they're good. I like the team. I like their size. I like the coach. I like the fundamentals. I like this team. And then we got UC Riverside and Hawaii to end the night. And I just don't know. And nobody knows. Nobody even try in the comments to say who's going to win there. But I'm curious. So drop those comments below. You guys think Hawaii is going to win this one? The line says Hawaii. And I would lean that way too. I'd look at Hawaii on the money line there. Screw it. But there you go, guys. There is Thursday. Again, look at the numbers on the screen. Can you read? Are you able to read? Do you know what type of winning that is? Do you know like what type of level that is on? I mean, that's just not good. That is world class. That's number 1 in the world. I am number 1 in the world every sport, every year. I'll put my numbers against anybody, man. And you guys are more than welcome to put some suggestions in the comment section. If you can find somebody with a proven track record like I have with numbers better than this, man. And I'm talking my football, my baseball, everything put together. Try somebody, please, like find like maybe somebody else on planet Earth that I should probably like be like, whoa, like, okay, you get the top spot, you get the trophy. I can't find it, man. I would gladly put $10,000 up tomorrow against anybody that wants to go head to head. So if you guys can find me someone that wants to do that, document the whole thing here on social media, I'd be more than happy to do that. So I'll leave you guys with that. The link to my website's in the description. And like I said, man, I already looked ahead to Saturday. You got to be on the text list for Saturday, man. You guys have known what I have done on Saturday all year long. And here we go again. It's going to be another big one. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.